A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there are bonus stages, and I didn't want to go through them because you have to get all those stupid medals, and so I used cheat codes.
Yay!
That's how you unlock them. You have to get those medals.
Yeah, well, welcome everybody to our final installment of
Dude, get it right. Do the name right. It's your last one.
Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader. And yes, I actually looked it up in advance to make sure I said it right, just for you, Dan.
Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it.
So this is a different kind of level. This first bonus level is us. We're in the gunner seat of the Millennium Falcon, and we have to destroy all these TIE fighters going after us. Now we can't actually control anything except for the gun, so it's an on-rails mission.
Man, this looks fun.
Yeah. It's a turret sequence, right?
Yeah, it looks fun, but because you've basically been riding around a ship all game, and then it just switches you to this, it actually does not feel right. Like, the actual feel of controlling the gun feels really weird.
Yeah, I guess that's my question, Jordan, is what is the flavor of these bonus stages? Are they like this, where it's just sort of this isn't as much of this isn't enough of a level that we could put it in the main game, but here's a fun little experiment that we had, kind of thing?
To be honest, all the bonus levels have that feel. This is the only level where you're not directly controlling a ship. That being said, this level feels like they sort of had a few ideas and then we're just oh, we're running out of time, we're budget. What do we do? It's just put them in, no one will care. And then they sort of shipped it with them, because a lot of the bonus levels, they either seem barren, incomplete, or just really stupidly designed. And you can kind of tell when you look at them. This one is I feel it was a good idea. I'm not sure if I can say a good idea, but it was an interesting idea. And they just sort of never polished it, and then just released it unfinished as is.
I guess that's why they're bonus levels, right?
Bonus, in quotation marks.
Well, sure.
That's okay, though. It's better than, scrapping the levels completely, I think. It's sort of cool to see. These could have been ideas that they wanted to sort of flesh out. For instance, look at the gun. It does not look complete.
I think that gun looks complete for GameCube textures.
It looks like a pre-rendered model.
For first generation GameCube textures, that's how things looked. That's how it is.
True.
I think part of it is that you don't get up close looks at these things so much in this game.
Yeah, that's not the focus of this level.
That being said, though, this level is not really that great because the aiming, it feels really janky when you try to use it. They did not refine the movement controls for the gun very well. And so I actually died the first time I played this. I cut that out, but I died the first time I played this level. I'm just I'm trying to aim with this thing. I'm just geez, I can't hit dick with this thing.
That's weird.
I mean, if you could hit dicks, that would be a high accuracy gun.
I was wondering if we were gonna pick up on that, but it looked. I don't know. If it is difficult to control, you made it look pretty easy.
Well, I already had one try to fail. So yeah, here is the...
Okay, so are we playing through... I was actually going to ask about this because the asteroid field does seem like a mission that would have been in the main game. Do you feel are all these missions other movie scenes?
I have no idea. But really they're just a bunch of stuff they tried and then never bothered to finish. And you can really tell. Here it's just it's basically the asteroid field that we had in the other game, in the fourth level, and they just sort of took out the shields and the set dressing and just have you try to escape the TIE fighters. Now this actually has a huge problem, which is, I guess, present in the rest of the game, where you can't really do anything against the TIE fighters. You just have to sort of wiggle and pray they don't hit you.
Well, this was... sorry, go on.
You have a back gun, but you can't control it. It just sort of shoots it in a half circle, and you have to sort of deal with it.
Well, that scene that we just saw was straight out of Empire Strikes Back. But that aside, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because a comment on one of our previous videos from my guy Montag said that I'm enjoying the videos. Thanks, friend. For what it's worth, the game manual contains information about both the ion cannons and getting enemy fighters off your back. You just accelerate and then brake hard, or you can make a sharp turn.
Well, yeah.
Now, Jordan, I don't know if you read the instruction manual before.
The game still did not explain anything about the ion cannons.
True.
Yeah, but that's how games were back then. Like at this time, there were like, I don't know if you can necessarily depend on the player to read an instruction manual, and it's like a little archaic, but
no, but it's like that was one thing that is used one time and never again, and that you don't design something like that and say, oh hey, look in the manual, like especially because that'd be so easy to miss. In terms of like the turn thing, yeah, I knew about that, but it's like in the game like this, and especially when you have like 5,000 things trying to shoot at you, that doesn't really do much. So
yeah,
sorry,
go on. Yeah, go on.
So I actually cut a lot of this level out because it's really long and really boring because you have to try and dodge TIE fighters all that time, and I just sort of cut a lot of it out because it got really annoying. But here you hide behind the Star Destroyer, and somehow they don't notice, and you just sort of escape.
You got a silver.
I guess that's the equivalent of you hiding in the asteroid. Like, I forget, do they hide in the Star Destroyer in Empire?
They do. They hide on the Star Destroyer, and then they do exactly what you saw there. The Star Destroyer releases the garbage, and you hide along with it.
Okay, so they're just doing like fun, here's an Empire Strikes Back scene that we didn't put in kind of thing. I wonder if the reason they didn't put it in is just because of like voice acting.
What is
like they didn't want to get a Han Solo impersonator and a Leia impersonator, so they can't do any Millennium Falcon levels in the main thing.
So I'd like to note that this is where you play Darth Vader.
And look at his dope cape!
What is with this model?
Look at that clipping!
Holy shit!
Oh baby!
What are we looking at here?
Oh, look at that good. He's got a good. It's a vest cape now.
It's a vest cape.
I saw this. I'm like, I have to strut him out just so that we can enjoy the majesty of Darth Vader's little. I don't even know what to call it. Like his. It's not really a cape. It's like.
Oh no! It's a vest cape. It's a vest cape.
To be fair, this is not the sort of outfit that wouldn't be in a Star Wars movie or game or extended universe sort of thing. Like this is totally in line with the series. It's just not exactly
for Darth Vader.
What Darth Vader wears.
Yes, such a.
He wanted to try out a different style, all right?
But the model for Darth Vader, it's so hilariously janky. It's amazing.
I'm super into it.
That was great.
I'm super into alternate universe Darth Vader.
So actually, this is a bit of an alternate universe level. So this is essentially the very first level again, but now you're playing as Vader, and it's an alternate universe version where you fight the rebels and you try to win.
That's cool. Do you actually like? Does it give you? Like, does it go full into it? Like, if you beat the mission, does it give you like, hey, good job, we killed the rebels.
Yeah.
Now let's set the Death Star up.
Good job, you killed your son.
That's cool. I'm into that.
Yeah, it actually did that. Now here's the problem with this thing. It's like, Vader's ship feels like a badass, but like this pea shooter does nothing, and I'm just waiting for the moment where I get pissed off and just use the missiles.
Okay. At least you have missiles to use.
Yeah, but the missiles are heat-seeking missiles. They're basically guaranteed to, like, kill everything in sight, but you only have 20 of them. And I'm trying to, like, resist the urge to use them, but if you watch this very closely, you can just see the exact moment where I run out of fucks to give, and I just say, fuck it, use the missiles.
Jordan, you just switched to first-person mode there. How do you find it? Like, is it useful, do you find, or...?
Not really, and especially in TIE Fighters, and we saw a little bit of this when we did, like, the stupid heist mission. Like, that little green screen is our targeting computer. You can't see anything out of that thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going for, model accuracy there.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, but
it's too bad it's not actually, like, it doesn't actually help. Because, like, in the new Battlefront game, you can do that too into space levels, but man, it really hurts more than it helps you. Just because you all of a sudden you lose.
I thought there weren't space battles in the we might have had this conversation before.
They're like separate, like, sort of modes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to go into, like, hey, give me a spaceship level kind of thing.
Yeah, that's basically, it's a space combat mode. Yeah, it's the only thing I play in that game.
Yeah, so this is a bit of a reverse of the Death Star run in the first level, because now you're hunting the rebels going through the run.
That's
cool.
That's
awesome.
I like this.
Here's the one problem, though, is that you don't really know. It's kind of hard to figure out like which direction the rebels are coming from. So you have to sort of go one way, then turn around, go another way, and then you can go long stretches of time running through this run, this little trench, and you're like, "Where's the rebels?" And you realize, oh, they're actually behind. They're actually like far away behind you all this time.
Oh, so like you're not just tailing them.
No,
like you can actually turn around and go all over and stuff.
Yeah, and I actually cut quite a little bit of this out because I'm just like, where the hell are they? And it's like, oh, they were behind me the whole time.
And Vader bails.
Yeah.
Yeah, so see, now I have to figure out which direction they're coming from.
Oh man.
And that's what gets really, really annoying.
Whoa, this seems annoying.
Yeah, Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they just didn't start you with them like, looks like they're behind you?
I don't really... Yeah, it took me a while to realize, oh, I should probably... I should look at my map, because that's never actually been useful in most of the other levels. And it's like, oh, I can see sort of where they are, but not really.
What markings are they on your map?
I don't even know. I just sort of see if I see anything in the other direction on my map, and they just sort of rammed right into me right there.
Okay,
well, you got rid of one of them.
I'm not even sure if I did. I think it might have just sort of rammed me and went on its day.
So another day in the rebellion.
Yeah, so I just sort of cut back. I'm just like, I don't know. It took me a bit to figure out what direction it is. Do you want to know how good a day this is for the Empire? Listen for a second.
Lord Vader, the rebels have been completely routed.
It is a great day for the Empire.
It is such a great day for the Empire that Vader doesn't even finish its sentence before it cuts out to black.
That's great. So
it's a great day.
Vader.
It's such a great day. He doesn't even have to think about it. So is this level like the same deal, but Return of the Jedi?
Yeah. So I want you to listen for a second.
Lord Vader, I've spotted rebel transports on my sensors.
Do you hear that music?
It seems the rebels are attempting to move supplies off the planet.
I actually
Do not
don't.
allow them to
I
escape.
do. It's the Imperial theme.
Their supplies will never reach their destination.
Can you hear it now, Dan?
I mean, yeah, but what's...
Position,
Okay.
waiting orders.
Yeah. So okay, this level is not really that greatly designed. It's not that great. It's you just invader ship like blowing up things. That being said, the redeeming quality of you playing as Darth Vader in a ship while the Imperial March is playing just makes it like the best level in the game.
Oh, come on, that's easy.
I thought you were trying to get this video flagged.
No, I'm just saying, like, for all the sins that this game commits, and there's a lot of them, like, oh, give me a level where I play as Darth Vader and the Imperial March just plays in the background. That is instantly a redeeming quality.
This level looks fun, like you said, you are Darth Vader, you got the Imperial March playing, and like you're taking out these giant-ass rebel transports, which is totally unrealistic because I don't think Darth Vader alone could take those out with that laser. But it looks satisfying.
It wouldn't be satisfying if there was any other theme playing though, and I think I mentioned this to you early, Will. Like the entire redeeming quality of this level is the fact that he is playing the Imperial March.
Let me tell you guys about another good Star Wars game that also plays the Imperial March and also allows you to blow things up. It's called TIE Fighter, and it's great.
Thought you were gonna say Lego Star Wars for a second.
No, though actually Lego Star Wars is also really good.
It's a good game.
Not Lego Star Wars 3, which is fucking terrible.
Did it not do well?
It's a really bad game. Yeah, it's got all these like stupid RTS sort of things. I think we've talked about it before.
Yeah, and I think the 4th episode.
Yeah, something like that. But it's really bad. But those I dig those games. I like the Lego games generally. At least like not enough to play all the ones that come out because that would be insane. But they've had some like really good ones. Like
Lego Dimensions.
Lego Star Wars 2 is really good. Like that's the original trilogy one. I think that one's really nice. And then like Lego. What is it? Just like Lego Marvel? Lego Marvel Superheroes or whatever is actually like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Really fun co-op games.
Yeah. I play a little bit of the Lego games, not too much. This level, I guess, it's not. To its credit, it's not that bad. I guess it doesn't commit too many sins, but you know, it's
feel
not the
like-
greatest.
I feel like Star Wars ships aren't supposed to shoot this quickly.
Yeah,
I also
And
feel like they're not supposed to blow up as quickly.
and I feel like Vader shouldn't have a pea shooter as a weapon.
Oh
should be
man,
dropping bombs.
he's fine because he's got great accuracy because he's a great pilot.
Oh, true.
You
So
Bringing
it's
in
like,
the
yo,
cannon.
give me all the power in a single lane.
It's funny.
cares?
It's funny because if, I did this earlier, but I don't think we heard it. It's like I did like a description of like the ship he's using. It's like it has no life support systems. He just sort of puts all like whatever he can into it.
Affirmative.
Nice.
That's
nice.
okay. That's nice attention to detail because Vader doesn't need like the same, I guess, I don't know, life support that people.
Well, he needs life support there.
Yeah, that's I don't think many are gonna survive a crash like that. If Vader's ship got blown up and he was like drifting in space, could he survive? Because
Yeah.
he doesn't have like he doesn't need like oxygen, I guess.
Yeah. So here I just destroy all their ships in like a blaze of glory. It actually is
Yeah, this
pretty
is cool.
satisfying.
This is nice. Like
this
you
is
just go into their
nice.
garage and just ruin everything.
It's satisfying though. It's kind of obtuse to get in there just because like
I can't wait to do all this sort of stuff in like VR.
Yeah, someone should make an X-wing game in VR.
but no, they actually are. That's
Are they?
E3.
Wonder.
But is it gonna be bad?
I don't know. Anyway, this is actually the last thing, and it's not really a level. It's endurance mode, which is just the most boring thing I've ever done in this game.
Sure.
It's like literally you're in like the Death Star, like the open area of the Death Star level, and you have to destroy wave after wave of TIE fighters. And by like the second wave, I was so done. I was just emotionally done, and I.
Does anything change? Like, I mean, they must give you like more with each wave, or they must get harder, or something, right?
Barely. You get more.
Oh, you're already at wave 14. Okay.
Yeah, I actually cut like the most of it. 'Cause I'm just like, wow, I'm bored just like looking at. I was bored playing it. I can imagine he's going to be extremely bored just watching me doing this. And
It's a
Yeah,
gauntlet.
no kidding.
It's basically a gauntlet.
yeah, but you have no idea how done I was with this game by the time I got to endurance mode.
Sure. I can imagine. I can guess.
Nah, I think you're having the time of your life.
The only thing that changes, I think, every like 5th or 10th wave, they bring in like the shuttles.
Okay.
That's the only thing that changes. Otherwise, it's just TIE fighters and interceptors.
What do you get?
Jordan, where would
for
you
being-
where would you rate this game on your top 5 list of video games? It's obviously one of your 5 favorite games.
Well,
all
I-
top 5?
Well, we should start talking about that. Like, okay, what do you guys think of this game now that we've finally gone through all of it?
It seems like a game that at the time would have been really cool, and now I'm glad I'm not gonna play it ever.
I had a bit more high hopes for this game, because I played the third one and that was just absolutely atrocious, and I heard this one was a lot better, but after going through this, I can safely say it's maybe just marginally better than the third game, but that's about it. Like, there's definitely like some good ideas behind this, but like execution. Yeah, during the time, I'm sure it was fine, but like, yeah, maybe if you read the instruction manual, it completely changes the experience for you. But, today's standards, nah, it doesn't hold up.
Yeah, well, see, as somebody who was playing this game for this entire thing, I had good memories of this game because I loved the first level, and I loved the second level, and I loved the third level, and I do remember distinctly not being able to get past the fourth level or anything else without cheat codes, and I thought, well, maybe it's just because I didn't notice something, or I'm just like a kid, whatever. And no, this game is just it's horrible. It's horrible. I'm not saying it's horrible. It's horribly designed. It looks great. It sounds authentic. But the problem is, like, the levels are just horribly designed. Like, past the first 3, and I know people who have played this game or had like memories of it are going to like blast me for this. But let's be honest with ourselves. None of us got past the first 3 levels without cheat codes. The actual game itself, it's obtuse. It's basically, it has a lot of things that I see in game design, which which if I ever involved in a project, I try to stop. But like, it's where the design of the game is too much of an in-joke, where yes, the programmer or whatever understands it, but if you try to put this in front of anybody else, it's just not going to work. And that's just present throughout the entire game. There's a whole bunch of bad design decisions. There's unclear objectives. There's a time limit that you are never really notified about. And it's just a lot of things that just make the game frustrating and almost unplayable unless you have like the developer's cheat sheet of what exactly you're supposed to do half the time. I mean, we saw that especially with the heist. And yeah, I want people to just realize that yes, you may have had good memories of this game because of the first level, because that really does make an impression. I will admit that, but this game was not well designed. It was not good. I don't think it ever. I don't consider it really ever was good as a whole, and it was just not a good game. We have to stop looking at it with rose-colored glasses because it just wasn't good.
We sure do love torturing ourselves here, the 3 Amiibros, don't we? First other
I don't.
Now
I've recorded one game. It's a game that I love very much.
Yeah. Well, I hope that everybody watching this now have their impression of this game completely ruined by our playthrough.
You're welcome, people.
Yeah. Well, anything else, guys?
No, I think we're good to sign off. This has been the 3 Amiibros.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching our playthrough of Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader. And yes, Dad, I said it right.
There you go.
Well done,
Second
young
time's the charm.
Padawan.
Bye, everyone.